Today we're going to be talking about the basic operations of Glogster EDU, adding students, starting a project, and adding a glog to that project, and adding students to classes. So the first thing we're going to do is add students. Once your license is set up and you've made your purchase, the first thing you need to do to start using Glogster EDU is add students. So from the teacher administration dashboard, you can access the Add New Students button on the top left. There are three ways of adding new students. You can add students by a CSV file, you can generate student accounts randomly, or you can also give students your educator code and have them log in at edu.glogster.com, click on I'm a student, and register using this code. They can also use this link. To register via CSV file, you'll need a CSV file with nickname, first name, last name, the grade, gender, and the password of each student. And there's more information on the site on how to do this. To use an auto-generated nickname, which we don't recommend because they have to be changed later to keep track of them, you can enter the number of accounts needed and click Create Accounts. You can see the total number of available accounts here in the top right. Via Educator Code, this is the easiest way. The student will log in at edu.glogster.com, click on I'm a student, and enter your educator code here, along with their personal information here. Next, in order to start a project, you'll need to create a class. So that's easy. Click on the Class tab on the dashboard and click Create Class. Give the class a description, even a logo, and assign students to the class. So you're going to go back to the Class tab and click on the class name. And then when the class pops up, you're going to click Add Students here. And then you can move students from a pool of all your available students to that particular class by assigning them from the left column to the right. So these are all the students available to you, and this will be just that particular class. You can create as many classes as you want. And in shared licenses for schools, classes can also be comprised of students from different grades, and classes can also be basically shared between teachers. Good, so once you've assigned students to the class, you can send mass messages to that class. So that's a nice feature to have to remind students about upcoming projects or meetings. Next, in order to start a project, you're going to need to create a glog. That's the first step. So you can click right here from the dashboard, Create New Glog. You can also always reglog something that you find in Glogpedia and modify that as a template for a project. Basically, a project starts with a glog, and that is a template for the students to jump off from to create their own glogs for the assignment. So we'll just run through a few of the things that are possible when creating a glog. Backgrounds, images, text, headline, audio. So this is important. Once you've found a glog or created a glog that you want to use as a template for a project, you're going to need to give it a name, usually the name of the assignment, and click Save. Then students will be able to see this glog as a template for the project that they're going to do. So you go to Projects, Create New Project, and you're going to add the glog that you created as a template to the project and create a description of that project down here. So when you click on the Projects tab, it's going to open up and you're going to see all the glogs that are available to you, all the glogs that you've saved, and you'll be able to choose the one you want to use as a template. Then you need to assign it to a class. You can assign projects to multiple classes. Send a little message to everyone who's involved with the project and click Save. So now you'll be able to see that students haven't started on their glogs yet. You can send reminders to them to make sure that they work on their glogs. You can also edit the project, edit the description, and edit the original blog as well. Oh, now we can see that the students have their glogs ready to go, so you can easily click on each one to check how they're doing. So once you click on each glog, you'll be able to access it and view the teacher menu, which has the name of the glog, as well as its URL and its visibility status. So for premium licenses, we have finished private or unfinished private and public for all. Public for all also means that a glog can be reglogged and used by another teacher or another student. You can add tags to the glog. You can categorize the glog if the student hasn't done so properly. Make sure that there's no inappropriate material or personally identifiable material. Give a grade and maybe some feedback. And then you can jump off to sharing the glog if you'd like with the parents. We have a little email form. You can embed it into your class website or WordPress. You can share it on Edmodo. And a bunch more. We see blogs showing up in Twitter, Facebook, just anywhere that you want to share teaching material or great work with your students.